Hello, welcome, I'm Scrumpy. This is episode 2 of our Let's Play as we are King Scrumpy of Jylland, and we were just taking a look then at King Charles the Bald, because King Charles the Bald is the person whose lands I've been largely looking to loot. Now, the problem with trying to raid and loot against a country that is not at war with anybody else is that there are entire defences available to fight you off, which is exactly what they just did. So I think, you know, whereas yeah, I can see already that King Lothar of Lotharingia is defending against Ostlander. So this is Lotharingia. If I press W, you can see it here. And he is defending against some Norwegian guys, some Norse, in what is today Norway, Norway, Ostlander. So they're a slightly better bet for raiding, but also a country that's really prime for raiding is well, the petty kingdom of Wessex and Mercia, particularly Wessex, as they will be certainly will be at war with. They're defending against King Ivor the Boneless up here for East Anglia, which is this area here, and they're also defending against King Halfdan Whiteshirt of Jorvik, who is trying to claim, I would imagine, Northumbria. Does tend to normally, and yeah, Northumberland. So Wessex are going to be busy and occupied. I think we get in there and we do some damage. Yeah, yeehaw! We will move probably out of here. We did defeat the Lotharingians, but we'll probably move out of here once we have got the loot bar. What I'm really after at the moment is loot. So once this bar here is down to the sort of castle point, the fort point, we will stop. I don't necessarily think we need to siege right through this holding. It would get us more loot. I'll take a view on it at the time, I think. Right, we are in business in England, so let's get into which are the richest. Kent's pretty rich right now. Let's get in there. Let's land our troops. Got to keep an eye on what's... hello. Right. So look, they're coming for us. So the Dutch are coming for us here. What I'm going to try and do is leg it. I don't know if I'll be successful. Oh, yes, I would. So look, I can leg it here and they won't catch us. So if I stayed there, they would catch us. They will arrive on the 3rd of April. We are going to leg it and we're going to get away just in time. I don't want to have another scrap with the Lotharingians. I think instead we'll come down and we'll do some work in Essex and Middlesex. See you later, guys. See you later. We are out of here. We are absolutely out of here. Right, you come down into the Straits of Dover as well. And, all right, I've got a couple of options here, so let's move some of them across to Sussex. We are successfully looting here. And we're also sieging, actually. There's plenty of loot to grab. Good stuff. It probably would have been quicker to have gone by boat, to be honest. We're also sieging here, as well as looting. Right, let's go get my big force into Middlesex with you. Good stuff. So what we want to do is raid and we'll get prestige for raiding and looting, as well as money. I can't split this force anymore because it's my main Jylland levy. These guys are sieging down nicely though. Yeah, good. So we are looting in all areas, and we're looting. It's worth noting that we're looting because you've got to have your boats in the same waterway or the same sea lane, if that's the right word, as the coastal counties that you're looting. That's really important. Oops, sorry guys. Right, these boats aren't required, so I'm going to disband them. Oh, we're not being in a friendly port, so that's a mistake. Let's get to a friendly port by right-clicking on this little harbour here. And then we'll disband them. Got to keep an eye on our troops down here in case we get attacked. So now look, the colours change. So we've got all of them are red, saying cannot loot. And that's because if we look closely at the loot bar, the loot has dropped down to the level where it's now at the fort level. So the more forts that the holdings that you're trying to loot have got, the higher that bar will be, and the less loot you can take out of the county. If we siege through some of their holdings, that line there will actually drop down, and we can take more loot. Excuse me. There we go. I need the sun. Absolutely. Righto. Speed the game up to 3 speed. Now I have come into the possession of the Confessions of St. Augustine, a series of tomes detailing the life and times of Augustine of Hippo, a Christian theologian from Roman Africa who lived many centuries ago. Studying this historical work could provide insights that improve my learning. So I could say, no, not enough pictures, or I could read every word. Now I am doing the... my focus is theology, so I will read every word. I'm trying to get rid of... The reason I'm doing a theology focus, in case anyone's wondering, is that it can provide events that can get rid of stressed and drunkard, which are traits that I put in order to reduce my starting age. So for every positive trait you put in into the rule of designer, you get older. That's how it works. So a few negative ones can bring your age down, but to get rid of them, we're going to use the theology focus. I will read every word. I will lock myself away with the book. Oh, the old wound is finally healed, leaving a pretty grotesque scar behind. So I'm now scarred. If I press U, I'm scarred. But I've got rid of the wounded trait, and I actually get slightly more prestige. Lovely. I hope my wife likes it. And if she doesn't, well, tough boobies, I'm a Viking. We have scars, we love them. Unpause the game, let's siege down. Oh, at last I've finished my studies of St. Augustine's Confessions. It took many nights of reading with only the light of a candle to keep me company. But I do not regret a second of it. My learning has improved. So I've gained 2 learning, and apparently this work contains many truths. Quick pause, quick look. So my learning is now 8. Good. So I could... These are some of the other options I've got. I could raise a tribal army. I need a lot more prestige for that than I've got now. I need 500 prestige. I could adopt feudalism, but I'm not at the moment because I'm not an unreformed pagan. I could search for a smith, which is a good thing to do, but it's only worth doing when you've got enough gold, sort of about 150 to 200 gold, to actually get yourself a really good bit of kit. Could hold a great blah, I think that's pronounced. So month is less than March. 50 gold we don't have. Could commission a runestone, it'll cost 100 gold. Lots of good stuff we could do, but really we need a lot more gold. So let's get looting and solve that problem. I could move from where I'm looting at the moment, but I just got to siege through this first set of holdings. And then I'll probably go for... We've got Essex, and we've got Wessex, and we've got Dorset and Somerset, all with quite a lot of loot available. But I'll siege through these holdings first. Let's unpause the game. Could argue whether I need to keep all these boats raised. I need some raised, otherwise I can't loot. The cook had prepared a magnificent meal with lots of different fruits, various kinds of meat, plenty of freshly baked bread, and several mature cheeses. I've got 2 options. I could try to eat modestly, but the food is too good and become a piggy glutton, which is not good for stewardship, nor church opinion, nor attraction with the opposite sex. Or I could go, I'll satisfy my hunger with bread and water and hope that I become temperate, which is a very good trait for all the opposite reasons. So we'll try that. And I have actually become temperate. That's great. take a little look. There it is. So my stewardship has risen to 10. Fantastic. Unpause the game. Let's get these sieges finished. I'm starting to think that my courtier, Orslag, might fancy me. Hello. She's married to my marshal. He's not going to like it. She's 18. He's a good-looking Norse, this guy. He's got a cracker of a wife. 20 years younger than him, or 19 years younger than him. Come on. I'm a Viking. I'm making a move. Hello. Right. Rumours of a traitor working with the besiegers has eroded the morale of the defenders at Westminster. So the defenders in Middlesex, there are fewer of them now, or it's that their morale has been eroded. Sorry. I went to Orslag's chamber and I gave her a good tumble. Oh yes, it's good to be king. It certainly is. Whew. Brilliant. Victory in the siege of Dover. So that's this one. Now we can't actually siege through the next holding, which is the bishopric, because the amount of defenders is higher than the amount of attackers we've got, and that's fine because we want to move on anyway. I suggest we pop back into the boats and then we'll go around to Essex. No, not to Essex, it's being raided. Round to Wessex. Good. So we are taking loot when we are sieging through these holdings. So Westminster is gone. We could continue at Westminster. I think we should move on. Let's do that. So these guys are going to move on to the Solent. You know, Alfred's the Wessexan army is tiny. Selsey, siege of Selsey. Now, when we look up here, Selsey has been looted, so we've properly looted and set fire to this county capital, Selsey Bill. And we gained some piety. We gained 16.6 gold, which it also says up here. So it's really good. So if we were to look at our boats, there is currently 210 gold. Oh no, sorry, 127 of 210. So 127 gold available. Great stuff. We can't siege through Selsey anymore because we don't have quite enough troops, and that's fine. We don't really need to. We will move these guys into Dorset. And we will move into the Solent as well, and we'll do Wessex. Actually, no, go right round and do St George's Channel, and we'll do Somerset. As soon as these guys have landed, I'll go back to the Strait of Dover and pick up these raiders. We are looting successfully. Oh, my steward, Godor, is pleased to report that Holstein has been settled with many good Norse families. The locals, though initially resistant, have started to adopt our language and customs. He's always reliable. I like him by 15. My opinion of him grows by 15 for 60 months because I'm grateful. Good work. If we now look at, if we were to go to cultures, currently it is German, Central Germanic. If I click on this, now notice it has become Norse, North Germanic. So we need to find something else for our steward to do. We could build a legend, but if we do that, we'll get guys that it's a good thing to do if we want to go to war. We do want to go to war at some point over to try and expand, claim more of what we will call Denmark, and that means really attacking this guy. Can I right click on him and do it? So to declare war on him, I could actually go for him now, but we need more money, and we'll need to stop doing our raiding because we've got raised levies at the moment. That's not a bad thing to do. I think we could build a legend. We could administer the realm. Let's do that for a little bit. And pause the game. We've got some boats here that are available, so we'll load these guys on. The Somerset boats are ready too. In you go. Into Somerset. Oh, hello. We're being attacked. They've jumped us. Let's see if we can get back there in time. Oh, I didn't spot it. It's it's the great King Alfred in Somerset and Dorset that's doing that to us, and he's a beast. See if I can get lucky here, and I probably won't get lucky. I think no, we've lost that fight. Stop here, boys. Don't go in any further. Stop, and wait. Alfred's a real pain in the backside. King Alfred. I mean, those of you who follow my channel will know that I played as King Alfred, and I turned him into King Alfred the Great, and we unified England and created the. If I press, we actually created the Kingdom of England as King Alfred the Great, starting as Earl Alfred of Dorset. He's a great character, brilliant character, and he's actually got a lot of troops. And well, we are taking on, by taking on Somerset and Dorset, we are taking a risk, and we've been caught out once here, and we might be caught out again. Oh, we captured a girl. Can we have her in there as a pop-up, please, next time? Let's take a look at her. 16-year-old lowborn, Countess Herreswith of Middlesex. So she is the wife of a 31-year-old Count, or Earl of Middlesex, as the Anglo-Saxons like to call them. She looks very lively. So if I ransomed her, I'd get just 10 gold, which is pathetic. I think I'd rather, she's pregnant, I'd rather take her as my concubine. There we go, she's become my concubine. Nah. Haha. Brilliant. You've got to love that. Oh, well, I love that anyway. That was great. Right. You can go into Wessex then, I think. Into Wessex with you. Yes, there is a naval landing penalty, but... Oh, my wife's pregnant. I'm going to get 5 prestige. She's pregnant. Good girl. Well done. Let's hope it's a boy. Right. Victory in the Battle of Southampton. The rise of the Shea. The schism at the heart of Islam dates back to its earliest days. The majority of Sunnis have long persecuted the followers of Ali, the Shias forcing them into hiding. The partisans of Ali look to his descendants for leadership, but they are forced to keep their ancestry secret. Now, though, the Shias are mobilising their strength behind a boy whom they claim to be Ali's rightful heir and imam. Other Islamic jurists claim that the boy is clearly a fraud, but to his followers he is the person they have been waiting for, and now they flock to his banner. Ah! The fools! They fight amongst themselves. This is not really of interest to us. It's right across the other side of the world, so we'll let them get on with that. Down here somewhere. Back to business for us. Hello, hello. Oh, I wanted to pause. Alfred is coming and striking at us. He's a very confident man, isn't he? He must believe that he can win to do that. And indeed, it looks like he will win. Even though we completely outnumber him, he's driven us off. Successfully. Ah. How frustrating. I've actually got 2 armies here. So we're going to be defeated again. Let's send these boats round to the Solent and we'll double up on Dorset and see if we can deal with Alfred, because he's being a real pain. He keeps defeating us. So that's old news. Yeah, let's see if we can do that. So we're not sieging in Wessex, but we're not looting either now, because we've gone down to this level here. I would like to siege in Wessex, but we need quite a lot more troops to do that. Pull out for now, and we'll send everybody we've got into Dorset. Let's cause a bit of trouble here. It's probably quicker to pull these guys out and send them in. Yeah, I think it is. Boats are so fast. Guys, I'm going to wrap this episode up. We are going to stick with raiding and looting England until we feel like we've got lots and lots of loot. We've got about 148 at the moment. We're going to try and get some more. Try and really get it sort of up into the 300 gold space. 300-400 gold, and then we will get some mercenaries and go and try and subjugate up here. So we'll try to subjugate King Sigurd Snake in the Eye, who's attacking in East Anglia, and he's part of these wars for Northumberland and for East Anglia. Right, thank you so much. See you next time.